Greetings everyone. Just wanted to make a quick video showing exactly how quick and how easy it is to get a minimum of 700 guild activity points and 90 Titanite. So we're going to start with the 700. You go to rewards. You'll see this upgrade glyph level, and it says plus 700. So we're going to go to the forge, choose a character, choose the type of glyph that you want to update, and then hit enchant, and you can exit out of there. And immediately our contribution now is 700 for the day. That is a minimum of 700 guild points for the day. Very quick, very easy. Now you may say, well, I don't have enough ruins to upgrade my glyphs because I've used them all to upgrade my people. Keep in mind that, especially for free-to-play players, double dip, triple dip, only do things if it's going to give you more than just the thing itself. This is apparent when you look at your daily quests, for instance. Most of the stuff are things that you're going to want to do anyways, but like upgrade the gift of elements to level 1. Okay, that's something you could do at any time, but if you do it more than once, you don't double dip, you don't get the extra reward. So we're going to activate that, exit out of here, and we have completed that. So I'm not going to do anymore. Why? Because I want the gold and I want those little power things so that I can do another one tomorrow. That's double dipping. You want to do that as much as you possibly can. And that's what makes doing the one glyph per day very easy. Okay, so we're going to exit out of that. And we're going to look at 90 Titanite. What does 90 Titanite look like? Alright, so basically what I did yesterday is I played up to the checkpoint. I activated the checkpoint and I stopped. I didn't do anything else. So this is the checkpoint that was created, and this is where I begin. Obviously I do the auto battles through all of these, but I always do, and this is especially for those who might actually have a hard time trying to get 90 Titanite. Alright. I always do the battles. I never do auto battles for Titan fights. And the reason for that is that when you do auto fight, when you do auto battle, you are stuck with the game activating. It assumes that it's going to activate your special ability as soon as your energy fills up. We don't want that, so we're going to always do our Titan battles manually. For this fight, for instance, I'm not going to use it at all. So you notice how Mari's ability became due right at the end. If that was an auto mode, it would have activated that. But because we did it manually, the enemy Titans were almost dead anyways. So you don't want to activate your special abilities at the end of a fight, only at the beginning. So now those Titans have completely filled up energy. So we'll go to auto battle again for my heroes. And we can click through those pretty quickly. actually like using fire, because the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to do the battle, and I'm not going to use auto at all. I'm just going to allow them to hit it up. Alright, so notice I have 3 Titans now that their stats move. Alright, they're conserved between each fight. So what that means is that now I can use them at the beginning of the next fight. Makes a huge difference. Another thing, this might not be relevant for some people, especially if they're not going up against Titan teams in Guild Wars, where you're going up against a Raji, alright, who uses that constant blast of fire for a certain amount of time. You can actually just manually use your immune shield with your big guy here, Sigurd. You can time it out. If you didn't time it out right, or you miss your opportunity to do it, you can always redo the fight. But if a Raji survives long enough to be able to do that special attack, you can actually manually time out your shield. So you don't want to use the auto once again. Let's see. I think I'll want to do this one. Yeah, so we're going to go to the battle. We're not doing auto. And I'm just going to let them fight it out. I'm not going to use any special abilities. We're actually using this initial fight to fill up the energy. With that one, it lasted long enough that I probably could have, at least on the shield, it probably would have been filled up by the end again. I probably wouldn't have lost as much health. Alright. So, because... and I used his special ability at the very beginning. Look at that. His special ability pretty much brought him down to nothing. And look, his energy's already filled up. Remember, we're only going for 90 Titanite, so it's not going to make that much difference if we take some damage. But the thing is to survive, at least to get that. So this is the activation point that I got to yesterday, which made the checkpoint appear up above. Once again, I like using the fire ones. I like using Ignis here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate Ignis near the beginning, but not too quickly. About right there. I'm going to use him. Then I'm going to wait. So once again, I was able to use 2 of their abilities. And at the end, I still have roughly full energy. Not health, but energy. The yellow bar. Alright. to 90 Titanite yet. I use auto on these though. Okay, looks like we need to use water. Well, once again, most of their energy is already up. And debuff them now. Use my shield. And then not use anything else. Eventually, I would like to get better at picking which particular heroes to use. That's the first time seeing that guy there. So basically we do 20 fights total for 90 Titanite. Titanite is all that I do in a particular day. And one thing that I think I have made a mistake in doing is that I was playing certain parts of the game in the morning, some in the afternoon, and some at night, just to spread it out a little bit. Just because you know, you can log in 3 times to get energy. That's only available during certain times. So one thing that I was doing is I was doing the Titan fights. I was doing the dungeon near the very tail end of the day. But I think the problem with that is that when people look at my stats, they basically see that I have no Titanite. Like 95% of the time, because as soon as the new day clicks over, which I don't think clicks over until like 4 a.m. to be honest. And if that's true, then disregard this comment. But if I do it early on, then it'll show 90 Titanite all day when people look at the member list. And I think that's a better example for me to show. So we're doing it early today while making this video. So that's another thing to watch out for. So at the very beginning of that level, you notice I activated Ignis. Then I waited for Mulek to do his first attack. And as soon as he did that first attack, I did my special ability. The reason why that's important is that if he is in the middle of, you know, his initial first hit or any hit, and you activate it, it cancels your hit and does the special instead. But if you wait and time out your special so that it's hitting immediately after, That way you're not canceling in your movement. That's one thing. Another thing I don't like about auto fights with the Titans is that even if he was just about to hit, he pulled back, he was swinging, and all of a sudden it activates a special ability. It cancels his attack. The enemy Titan does not get hit. This way I got 2 hits, and you can watch that fight over again. Very, very important. Very important. I do have to admit it's going to be very difficult for me to move beyond Yasmin. I don't know when that would be, but right now she basically, anytime she does her special attack, it instantly kills an enemy hero. And notice I always opt to do the fire. I do that because of Ignis. So I end up using fire as much as I can because of the boost that Ignis gives. Of course, Mullock takes lots of hits there. Of course, my tanks are always almost dead by the time I get 90 Titanite, but you can keep them alive for sure. So I'm gonna debuff them just before he goes to hit. I don't need to shield him. See, I have full energy again at the end, and it only cost me 1 hit on my tank. I think of him as a tank because he's up front. And this is the activation point that we're going to hit and then stop. We have 1 more to do. And I'm definitely going to do this one here. Having that full energy at the beginning is really nice because now, while they're walking, I can activate him at the very beginning. Got the shield up in time. Hit the activation point. Collect that. And we're done. It says down at the very bottom of the screen, your contribution today is 90 Titanite. So we're going to X out of there. Then we're going to go to members. Scroll down to me. I have done 90 Titanite and 700 activity points. And I could be done for the day and feel happy that I contributed to the guild, and hope to unlock some of those gifts. As of right now, under rewards, you can see that in order to unlock 2 gifts, We only need 17,500. Most days we get this, but I would like to see guilds be able to get the extra 3 gifts, because this is pretty big. You get one summoning sphere, you get some Titan potion, and some gold, like 100,000 gold. So I mean, the gift is really nice. The way the gifts would work, I go to stats and presents, and I can look at what happened yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, so looks like I got 2 gifts to give. Oh, here we go. This is what presents are. To get 250 Titan potions, 1 summoning sphere, and 100,000 gold. Alright, I look at the activity. Okay, looks like a Gwark and a Big Joe for our top earners for activity. And looks like Gwark and Big Joe are the top 2 contributors. So what I'm going to do is Big Joe and Gwark present sent, and that's it. That means they're going to get stuff in their mailbox. So makes sense. One other thing I wanted to show really quick is these 2 daily quests here, these activity points. For example, it only takes 850 to unlock these small enchantment runes, and these runes are what you use to update a glyph to get to your 700. So you can get the 850, so you can do your 700 with your glyphs that you earned yesterday, and then you can use the glyphs to get the 700 the next day, and all you have to do is 150 guild activity points. Just like that.